Okay.
That's all. We'll use that.
That's why they call her Joni Moni.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Is It Just Me? And this week we're talking about first days.
Yay!
I'm back.
Oh yeah,
Yay! Return of the Jedi. Return of the Joan.
Return of the Joan die.
Again, another stray cat that we fed and wouldn't leave us anymore.
Thank you.
Yeah, but unlike Lou, Joan doesn't have fleas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
And she's not neutered yet, so boy.
Neutered or
Okay.
spayed?
She's in heat.
Anyway,
Careful,
our big boy Sean just moved to New York, and he started his first day at work at unknown place
Oh my
on
god.
Monday.
We said it in the first episode, but
Oh, we did?
we did. But that's okay. We're trying a bunch of new things. So I think this is a good episode to talk about just like newness in general. Yeah, first day starting things. I'm trying a new thing right now. I'm drinking during the podcast, so I think that's gonna lend itself to some good material, I imagine. I encourage the rest of my hosts to do the same if they don't want to. I
Got
guess
some coffee.
that's the opposite of what we want to do. Yeah. So new things, first days. I guess we can start by like starting new things. It's tough for me as a serial procrastinator. I have the only thing I seem to be really good at starting is thoughts about starting things and then not following through at all.
It's always the physical side that's like harder to do.
Right. However, I did adult. I've been adulting for the last week. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning now, guys.
Oh my god,
Damn.
damn.
Like if you
Everybody
know
should be, yeah.
one thing about me, it's that I'm not a morning person traditionally. But I
You're
gotta
very
say,
cranky.
I'm very Lou. You're the crankiest person in the morning.
Yeah, if you accidentally wake me up, a bitch is gonna die.
Bitch is gonna get die. Everybody
Yeah.
who wakes
Bitch
Lou
is
up.
gonna get die. That's a shirt, you guys.
We're marketing that. Nobody take that.
TM.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good. Like I think I like having a morning routine. So it's like a refreshing thing kind of in my life. Maybe we should talk about morning routines. Speaking of, that's like if we're talking about beginnings, we're talking about starting new things. I mean, you start anew every morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that because like recently, about 4 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna take control of my life and I'm gonna look hot for this wedding I had to go to. So I started working out every day in the morning. I woke up. We also do some work and then go to work. And also, it's really good to wake up really early before everyone because then you don't have to like be annoyed by everyone's presence. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like
true.
I can ignore the world and then also respond to anything I need to. What
See,
about you guys?
I'm always an early waker, and I feel like even when I don't have work, I wake up early anyway. I rise with the sun. And
Ooh, are you a rising Aries sunset?
I am a rising Aries, bitch.
Oh my god, you're such a rising Aries. That is such a rising Aries thing to say.
No, but I feel like, don't you feel better waking up in the morning because you just have the whole rest of the daytime to like do anything, and then at nighttime you can be tired as you want.
I kind of love it, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do.
I
I'm
just
gonna
hate
list
when
that.
people wake up at noon and be like, you just wasted the whole fucking half day of your life. Now what are you
Like,
gonna
alright.
do?
Like today is Sunday. I woke up at 9 and I felt like I slept in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. That's a new
Because you're
experience
a
for me.
daddy.
'Cause I'm a grandpa now, actually.
Yeah, your grandpa. Grandpa status #evolved.
Mm.
Ooh.
No, but I would list that because I like being a night owl, but being a morning person, like for me, I have to like switch my schedule because of work, and I have like work outside of work. So it's like I had to switch all of my schedules to make it accommodating for that. So I have to wake up early to accomplish more. And I also have to like, if you're delegating with people, it's better to give the instructions in the morning rather than like at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, definitely. Although Lou is the queen of a 2 a.m. call every once in a while.
I get drunk and I just have fun. Can a bitch
I
have
pick
fun?
up that call.
No, you can.
Yeah, I had a really drunk call with Joel after the wedding.
Really?
It was
Blood.
great. Anyways, Joan, what about you? What starts your new day?
Oh Lord, I have been trying so hard to be a morning person and failing even harder. It's been really tough. But like a year ago, I was doing really well. I was waking up at 6 a.m. and 8 a.m.
Ooh.
on the weekends kind of thing and getting my day started, making coffee before work. But like honestly, like since this past year started, like 2018, oh my God, has not been like very easy. And so like I've been finding myself just staying up later and later at night and then being just fucking exhausted in the morning. And
Well,
like right now I'm studying for my exams to get this stupid license. And so
Oh,
I know I need to wake up like super early. Like my goal is to wake up at 5 to study
no.
before work and then come home and study some more. Like, it sucks, but I have to do it. So I'm definitely like trying to figure out a good way to get into that routine without like killing myself by immediately waking up at 5 and getting my day started. So I don't know, I'm trying to do better.
Wow, your sounds more like anxiety
Like,
ridden than mine
yeah.
because like my like my purpose for getting up as early as I do is, I mean, my, all right, so my subway ride is like about 35-40 minutes into town.
Uh-huh.
But then like mostly I also just like to have that hour to myself. You know, like,
Uh-huh.
or like
To
that
jerk off,
45
right?
minute. No, not quite that, but it's a similar reason.
Oh yeah.
It's because I like to get to work and then eat breakfast and then poop before I start work.
Ooh, you poop
So,
at work?
yeah, well, because I can't like I'm not like a wake up and poop kind of guy. You know what I mean? I have to have coffee
Me
first
neither.
and like, yeah, you know.
no,
So
it's like immediate. Like you wake up and poop.
really,
Lou has a toilet next to his bed.
do you have a squat?
It's like
I have a
Just
squatty
rolls
potty.
over.
Yeah,
He goes,
and just in case anybody is listening, you know, squatty potty is a great way for you to have more healthy and frequent poops. Get your squatty potty today and type in code "Is it just me" for 10% off.
oh my God,
Oh,
no.
damn.
That's a lie. You can't do that. That won't
Don't do
work.
that, you guys.
I mean, it's
Sean,
how.
I definitely agree with you. Like when I think about it, I'm like, the main reason why I want to wake up early is because I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this list of things I need to get done, and it's not
Yeah.
like, oh, let me wake up morning so I have that time for myself. Maybe that's why I'm having trouble like actually doing it. Is because
Maybe,
I know
yeah.
I'm doing so
You-
much work.
Well,
Your
you have,
mantra
like,
needs to be, "I need to wake up and poop,"
I need to wake up and poop. Okay.
and then all else comes after poop. You know.
well, no, but like if you have like a thing hanging over your head, it's kind of like it's always gonna be looming, right? Like the
Yeah.
exam
Yeah.
for Joan is
That's
always
true.
gonna be looming, and so she's like gonna be anxiety driven until she like it gets fucking done, right?
But
Yeah,
I feel like I do my
exactly.
best thinking on the toilet. Honestly,
How long do you sit on the
No,
toilet?
you
I'm there
can't-
like 5 minutes.
like
I said usually sometimes it goes like I take my
Sean
time.
takes very long.
I
poops.
take my
do
time.
not-
I
don't
scroll
know if
through
you remember.
Instagram. I get my
Yeah,
design
right.
inspiration for the
So
day.
if I-
I'm with
so-
Sean on this. I will sit on the toilet until
Oh
my
my
legs
God.
are numb. Like
I'll look
time
at
is
hot
money,
boys on
time is
Instagram.
money.
Yeah.
So that's I'm gonna actually like that too. I think I agree. I love that. I love the idea of like sitting on the toilet and just also not being bothered by anyone. And if anyone knocks to your door, like your landlord, you can ignore them. So it's like
That's true. Like I said, at your house, it's probably like the most ideal place to poop. But now I have roommates, and so I'd rather not like be taking up the toilet for.
yeah, because then it's like awkward. Like if you
Right.
live with somebody, it's like oh this is a little questionable. But you're alone. You're just like I'm scrolling through
Yeah.
the newspaper.
Like if they have a single bathroom at work, I'll take that. You know.
Yeah, I always do that. I don't fuck around. No.
I think we've solved Joan's problem. Obviously, like.
thank you. Problem solved, you guys.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah. We've definitely figured that one out.
What about
Um,
the commute though? We did not discuss the.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So
That is
commute.
another big.
the commute. Yeah, that's true.
Especially for us city boys. Does everybody have a commute? I know most of us live in cities where we have to commute no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes,
But, like, how does
my
everybody commute?
Is very short.
Joan lives
You
like
drive,
5
Joan?
minutes
Aren't
away
you,
for her
aren't, you,
job.
aren't you so special?
So,
Joan,
I know.
so
you-
special.
That's
do you
the
drive
one
or do you
thing
take-
I love. No, like Atlanta's great, but the area in Atlanta that I live, it's not very. It's a nice area. It's just not very pedestrian friendly. So I don't feel comfortable walking to work, even though I know I could. It'll be like a nice 30-minute walk, but people drive like crazy here and don't look when they're turning, so that makes me super nervous. So I just drive to work. It's a quick 10-minute drive because it's all like a 25 miles per hour residential road, so it's pretty easy. But it's honestly, I like living so close to work. It's just, I know I'm gonna get there on time. I don't have to wake up really early to sit through traffic for an hour. Like, for me, it's totally worth it. I know.
See, I like the commute. I mean, I've only been commuting for a week, so you know, I can't like. But
you're a baby when it comes to commuting.
But I like it. It's like
it's so good.
Because
I do public transportation as well.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like not always the most comfortable thing in the world, and it's always like 10 degrees hotter on the subway than it is like.
Wait till
so like
summer.
I'll have a jacket on and I'll think I'm good, and then I get on there and it's like I'm sweating, but it's really nice because I can sip my coffee, like, and think about like just mentally prep myself, like wake up. Like the train I take like actually goes above ground over the Hudson River, so I get like a nice little view of Manhattan as I'm going into it. It's really nice. But yeah, I mean, I think it's important to have that time to just like. I hate like getting up and then going straight to work. You know, you need some like buffer in between.
My commute's like pretty long, to be honest. It really depends on the day. Like it's usually like 30 to 45 minutes, or
Do you
15,
always run into
depending
traffic though?
Yes.
Ugh.
For the
But
most part.
you drive to work, Lou?
Yeah. I sometimes take the bus, but the bus stop is 15 minutes away from my house.
Walking?
Like I would love to take the bus, but the thing is, on the way home, the bus stop, like where it drops off, is like a good 45-minute walk from my house versus like a 15. So I was like, you know, I used to I take the bus sometimes, but most of the time I drive because it's like I usually can go in whenever I want. But lately I've had a lot of meetings, so I have to wake up, and sometimes I have to immediately go to work, which is not spicy. That's why I've been trying to wake up early.
What do you do in the car on your way to work, Lou? Like, do you listen to podcasts or?
Yeah, I usually so I either have a conversation. I usually call people when I'm driving to try to waste the time, but not in the morning because usually everyone has a job, you know, for the most part. So usually what I do is I listen to like it's some strategies or something about posting and all sorts of other things like that, or I just listen to songs to hype me up, to be like, God, I hate. It's like, yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm just getting hyped, or I'm just like listening to Tay Tay. Trying to reignite my love for Tay Tay before concert, but it's we're still broken up.
I don't know if I've heard that name for her from you before. Tay Tay.
Tay Tay.
Is that new?
It's a Louism.
Is that new?
It's a new thing because I want to like her, but she's just so basic.
Are you trying to like give her a pet name so she'll be more likable?
I think it's a good subconscious thing, probably.
Okay.
But the thing on the way home though, it's like pretty easy to get there, but like it's just the Seattle traffic doesn't have like normal routine patterns. Like in New York or something, you're like, oh, the subway's going to take 45 minutes. Like, the traffic in Seattle can range from, like, 15 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour and a half to 2 hours. And always on Thursdays, because, like, tech community or something, everyone just leaves really fucking early, and there's always, like, an hour and a half traffic. Huh. So I usually do a call on that day. It's just, like, the most annoying thing in the world, because there's no rhyme or reason to the Seattle traffic. And, like, Seattle's getting so populated, it's, like, so annoying.
Really?
But, yeah, but the thing is, the commute home is the thing that's bad. The commute there is, like, kind of, like, chill. But also, I go over this beautiful bridge, and I see Mount Rainier, and I remind myself I'm about to sit in front of a computer, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of like, it's like the beautiful view, it works both ways, right? Because like you see it, and you're like, oh, this is gorgeous. Like, I'm reminded of the beauty of the world, and then you also think like, and now I'm going to be staring at a computer for the next 8 hours of my life. Or more. Mm-hmm. Usually more.
Yeah.
Well, for some people.
How long does everybody work? What's the normal work day for everybody?
Oh, God.
9 to 5.
9 to 5? You living that Dolly Parton life, Joel?
Well, I mean, it's typically 8 to 5 with a 1 hour lunch break, but obviously we always have those deadlines, so we like stay at work if we have to. It's very lenient, I guess, in that way. But we also know that people who work in the tech industry work for only 4 hours a day.
No comment.
Pleading the fifth.
I'm not gonna. I plead the fifth for the subject, but I will confirm Joel's rumors of like, as long as you get your work done, it's pretty chill.
Just get your work
but
done.
we also,
that's all that matters.
The only thing is we have like really really long lunches sometimes, because that's like the highlight of the day.
Nice.
So it's like usually like 50,
I know.
It's usually like 30 to. It's usually like 30 to like 2 hours, like minimum. The 2 hour ones don't happen as often as they used to because everyone has work now, but in general though. Also, usually that like tech industry has like a lot of work from home policies, which is nice, but I don't really use it that much.
I would like to segue into our lover or hater section. So there's a very strange like sort of phenomenon that I noticed on YouTube, and I want to know if anybody else, like how everybody feels about it. It's called a morning routine video.
Oh God.
Where these,
Oh my goodness.
you know what this is?
Do
you guys know what this
I
is?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
So dumb.
So for anybody who's listening who doesn't know what this is, and YouTube sort of like influencers do videos basically of just like what they do in the morning. I guess it's kind of like what we're doing right now, but ours is less. But ours is less pretentious because there's no video.
And we're not shirtless.
And we're not shirtless, and we don't have abs really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did any of you guys have abs?
Lover or hater.
Oh my God. TMI, Sean.
But these guys and gals, they sort of like they take you through their morning routine, and generally it's a lot of ridiculousness as far as like, production value goes. Like it always starts out with them very shirtless, very ripped, and their hair is almost perfect. Like waking up to beautiful sunlight in bed, stretching their arms out, getting ready to just embrace the day. But it's like always there's a camera there, and they obviously are faking it. It's really dumb. And then it just goes on, and they tell you what products are sponsoring them, or what they use to like
Dollar Shave Club
tighten their skin, or like one guy, I shit you not, he said, he's like, and I use these eye drops they clear my eyes and they bring out the color of my beautiful blue eyes. He said that.
Oh
I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? So, morning routine videos, love them or hate. I think I'm like a bit of both, actually, honestly.
I think you really love it because you've seen
He loves
multiple.
it for the boys.
I think there's I think there's yes, but no, I think there's like an entertainment value to it too. I think it's like so ridiculous that I actually enjoy watching it because it's like a weird thing to watch. So I'm gonna say la hate.
You're gonna say love. La hate.
La hate. I'm gonna have to list it. Like the ones that I've seen are like from like beauty bloggers, and again, it's the whole thing where they wake up and they have like their hair all nice and smooth and everything, and they go in and go through their whole like beauty regimen, and it's all products that are like 50s of hundreds of dollars. And I know the majority of the people that watch these videos are like girls in high school and middle school who think they like need this stuff. They're like, Mom, I need this $50 cleanser for my skin because Brittany 678 told me I needed it. Like,
I love Brittany 678. She's great.
Brittany, yeah, I don't know, but I don't. It's just like it's so overproduced that it's just like it kind of is just eye rolling inducing just to watch it. But I'm not gonna lie, some of them are like funny. They actually look like shit when they wake up, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't look like shit when you wake up, then like it's just like a list for me immediately.
You're just not relatable.
If anybody's one of those lucky few that actually looks like pretty when they wake up, A, fuck you, and then B, fuck you.
They sell some good products sometimes, like nice product placements, like, oh, I see what you did there, cool, but I'm gonna have to list it. I don't get it.
Joel, lover or hater?
I'm a hater. I've only watched one, and
is it
who was it?
Was it Brittany 687?
I think it was Kyle Krieger.
It was
somebody
Brittany.
Like that, but...
Oh, Kyle Krieger, yeah. If you listen to this,
Kyle.
Kyle.
Honestly, I do follow them just to see what products they use, but I don't want to see. I feel like it's too public for a personal life. I mean, that's what we're doing in the podcast, but still, it's
true.
too
But
much.
again, there's no
It's too
visuals.
much.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's fine. It's okay. It's different.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm gonna hate it.
We're doing something. We're elevating the genre.
You know what? I think I'm gonna. I watched a Harvard person have like a day in the life.
Oh,
Is that a morning?
okay.
Is that a morning routine still, or is that?
Yeah,
like
but like he showed kind of like he wasn't like I don't feel like he was. I feel like he was like RL. So it was. Like, I feel like I was like, wow. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Did he
and
show
also
up his
the
abs?
shot scene. No, I don't know. He's like a nerdy little like track person.
I would watch that. I would watch.
Okay,
that.
all right.
I was like, wow. I was like his YouTube video. I was like, oh, I think his name. I was gonna name him, but I forgot his name right now. But his name's like Josh Peck, but that's not Josh Peck. Josh Peck is the Disney Channel star, so it's someone else. I don't remember his name, but he's like he was like his video was well done. But in general, if they're not done the way I think he did it, I think you list it immediately. Because I also don't think I don't think it matters. Like for me, I feel like a lot of people watch YouTube for, this is being philosophical, I guess, but they watch for comedic things. Like it's there's like a main branch, or for. Well, no, some people watch YouTube videos for boys, but I won't mention names.
No. Here's the thing.
It sounds like you watch a lot of wake up mornings.
I really think this is like. Here's the thing. I think there's a generational gap as to what like people like to watch on YouTube. I think our generation,
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Is really into like looking at, you know, like, I mean, I use I use YouTube for like 3 different things. It's SNL skits, music, like NPR Tiny Desk Concert, and porn. So, no, I'm joking. No, there's much better service for porn. There's something else. Maybe it's Housewives clips or something like that. I don't know. But
well, I think also like we all went to high school relatively in the same time, and when it was popular, you would just go there to watch like dumb, funny videos.
Like YouTube poop,
like,
yeah.
Exactly, and now it's like, oh, you can follow this person and see a video of every single day of their life for the last 3 years.
I think the
so
crazy.
Cool. I love that.
I think the kids like influencers, like they like the YouTube stars, you know?
Oh,
yeah. That's morning routine videos. I love them, list them.
I have
put their cream on, do whatever you need to, but
I have a lover and hater as well.
Follow Brittany5678. Well, now that we're done talking about morning routines, I'd like to plant the seed for yet another lover hater segment, grown from the soil of our beautiful friend Lou. How do you feel about plants?
In general,
because and this works out because plants are new life, so it's a new thing. It works. It tracks. Mm-hmm. Okay, we didn't say we were going to stick to our subjects.
Okay. Like I said, like previously, I don't get the idea with plant. I feel like gardening and plants is just like it's like a really quick cycle. It's not like a dog where like a dog would die in like 15 years. You know what I mean? A plant, it's like a plant seems like a waste of time.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm just thinking like my mom spent all this time gardening. I was like, oh, it's pretty, but I'm like, damn, all that effort for little reward.
What are you talking about? Depends what you grow.
No, but like it's gonna die because when it gets to be wintertime, I'm like,
what do you think
know what I mean?
Having kids is they're gonna die eventually.
Yeah, but you're gonna die before them.
You won't watch them die.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, no, it's just like
it's like that nurture kind of aspect of taking care of something.
Well, no, I get the whole like, oh, I like plant, but then like people treat like some people we know treat plants like dogs.
I love plants. Okay.
Where is this podcast going?
I don't know. Anyways, basically what I was saying is like it takes a lot of responsibility. I feel like for your plant game, you got to get the right nutrients and all this stuff. And like a lot, I don't know. I have like this, like most people I know like live in apartments, and I'm like, it just takes up space. Not that I should talk because I have random shit everywhere, but I'm just like I don't get the whole like plant thing. Like I'm like, because like also. It's like you gotta feed it, you gotta water it, and then you gotta like change the soil, and like you gotta transplant it, and then like you gotta like I don't know. It just seems like all this work, and then like a lot of people, some people I know also have like desk plants, like you know, like at work, and I'm just like I don't get it. I don't like that.
Does anyone have a desk plant?
I'm going to get one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think plants are good because especially if you live in the city, it's a different scene.
Yeah,
I mean, you usually see green around the city, or like
they filter the air.
Life. And
they're harmess.
And
some of us live in the Northwest. So.
And plants are also used to like, I don't know, what's that word? Like you I don't know what I'm saying.
I think plants.
Somebody else go.
Here's the thing. Here's why plants are great. A, they can never leave you. B,
they could die.
They filter. Well, you just get a new one. It's very easy. They filter the air. They don't. And unlike an animal, they don't require your attention that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's entirely up to you how much time you want to spend with them.
But can a plant love you?
Sure.
I'd rather have a dog.
A plant can't love you, but a plant doesn't expect you to love it. Okay? And that's the best thing about plants, you know?
That's true.
Plants are the definition of NSA, okay?
Yeah, but the thing is also, like, if you go on vacation, you have to if you don't have a roommate, you have to have someone feed your plants, right? You have to have them water them.
Sometimes, but a lot of plants could take a lot of abuse. They can, like,
Yeah.
usually spring back after you water
Well,
them.
are you a good plant owner or are you a bad plant owner?
I'm an intermediate plant owner. I'm working as you for those of you who can't see. I'm actually like my screenshot right now, and the video is just I'm draped in plants at the moment.
Pretty much.
But
Your
so I'm
plant
working
game's
on being
high.
a good plant owner.
Mhm.
But I have flaws, okay? Just like everybody else in this room. Lou.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sean.
I'm beautiful. I'm Brittany 3867.
Yes, queen.
Yes.
The spoiler is Joan is actually Brittany 367.
It was
Follow
me
her,
all
subscribe.
along, you guys. Follow me.
Basic.
It's like the movies where like somebody's a nerd and then they take their glasses off and they're beautiful. I mean, Joan's always beautiful. But...
Oh.
Moving on.
What's the next?
What about Joe? Joe, what do you think about plants?
I like plants. I have one next to me as we speak. Right
Ooh.
Am I the only one that?
Yeah.
Am I the only millennial that's not deep in the plant game?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I feel like
I
everyone
like
who's
them.
listening send plants to Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Lou's address
Send the
is...
plants to Lou. Tag him in photos of plants on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes.
DM
Lou with
him
a plant.
photos of plants.
Hashtag Lou with a plant.
No, but I like it. It adds another like aspect of responsibility in my routine, which I really like. Because
Okay.
it's not something that's super high maintenance, but
Yeah.
I like having to know that I need to water the plants. Like I can check on them, and I like to see them growing. Like right now, you guys can't see, but I've got a couple
Oh.
plants sitting out right now, getting that sun.
I'm literally the only person who doesn't like plants. This is.
We're gonna get you.
This is
I think you're the only
Sorry.
person in the world who doesn't like
Yeah.
plants.
We
Why
need
don't
to
you
get
like?
the plant.
He's
Let's get
not
to the
good at
heart of
taking
this,
care
Lou.
of people.
Is it because your mom's garden died in the winter?
He was traumatized.
Lou is traumatized and scarred for life.
The plants just died in the first frost. I couldn't handle it. Every year they would
Yeah.
just die.
See Lou in Little House on the Prairie.
I honestly find it so rewarding to like see it grow. Like I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like something that you're taking care of, but
Mhm.
that at the same time, if you want to like check out for a few days, you really don't have to take care of it. You know?
It's kind of like a cat.
Yeah, but even cats require cats require a little bit more love.
Lover or hater, cats.
I feel like we've done
did
this
that
before.
one.
I
We've
know,
done that
I'm
one.
just joking.
Anyway, so getting back to it, plants are great. Obviously, everybody agrees with that other than Lou. So I don't know why we're even talking about it. But
Some things in life need to be. It's like unsolved mysteries. You just need to put it out there and see if anyone agrees.
Ooh,
wow,
philosophical, Lou.
yeah.
What is your evening routine before you go to bed?
Okay, so when you get off of work, yeah, that's a good thing. Well, I mean, everybody's got something different
Pants
though. It depends on what.
off
Of course.
Ooh,
immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Same
Are
here.
you,
I
are you-
put shorts on.
are you guys go out on the weekdays kind of people, or like?
Ooh, I used to do that quite often when I first moved here, and I did enjoy it, especially when it was like trying to make friends and get to know people at work. But now having a dog, like you have to go home right after work to feed them, take them out. So I don't
Yeah.
go out after work often, so it happens every once in a while now. But I liked it. I definitely like going out. It wasn't as crowded, which was nice.
You know what you don't have to feed and take out after
What?
work?
What?
Plant.
Oh, got him. Kobe Altman.
Lou.
Imagine like
Hashtag
leaving
Lou
a
with the
bar and
plant.
be like, you guys, I gotta go. I
To
gotta
go water my
plant."
plant. I think flimsier excuses have been used to get out of bar situations.
No, but seriously, okay. So seriously though, as a person who lives in it's gonna sound like I'm going back to things we've already talked about. But as a person, I tend not to go out as often during the week because most people. I don't want to do this because I always say this, but Seattle's very coupley, and so it's very hard to get like a single person to go out, right? So I don't have like a single friend that I could go out with and be like, hey, let's go out. And if I did, they all live across, they all live in different areas of the city. So So I would say I would go to meetups or something like to talk with people that I know are going to be there. But if not, then it's like it's a very very rare occasion I would go out like for a drink.
Okay, so you have like you're getting ready to go to bed or you're in bed. Like, what is your de-stress moment before you go to sleep? Like, is there something that you like to do? Do you like to read? Do you like to journal? What do you guys like to do?
Usually it's just like looking on Instagram or social media before I
Joel
fall
falls asleep in 2 seconds. He doesn't need to relax.
Yeah,
He just,
I honestly
like...
don't. Yeah, I don't need a relaxer. I just fall asleep when it happens.
Yeah,
you
Joel can fall asleep in like 2 seconds.
We once played a game of Jenga on Joel's chest while he was sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a lot of fun. Joel's a heavy sleeper. What do you do to go to bed, Joan?
I either like to read, especially now since I'm studying. Like, reading that kind of material will put you right to sleep. But sometimes, like, again, like after coming home from work and doing all this stuff, like I'll just go on YouTube and like go through all my subscriptions and watch like dumb videos. Like I don't know, it's just like the mindlessness of watching something funny for 5 minutes kind of like puts me at ease, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. Lou?
It really depends. If I'm trying to de-stress, this is gonna sound very weird, and I'm going to just say it. I watch some YouTube videos where it's like you put like if I'm like really like anxiety driven, I sometimes watch YouTube videos where it's like extraction of earwax or like they get earwax out or they like or the blackheads and I just get like so relaxed because it seems like a relief and then but I also watch vlogs and stuff, but like if I'm like really stressed out I watch like 3 minutes of that and I'm just like, oh okay, and I go to sleep because it just seems like such a relieving feeling. It's really weird, but it's just like it just seems like to de-stress me because I'm like, wow, that's so like weird.
It's metaphorical.
Yeah.
For, like,
But then also like
pressure.
I do like a lot of the time when I'm actually in bed, I'm sending emails.
Oh my god.
See, that sounds like very
stop working.
counterintuitive.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
no
it's
work
where I'm like
stuff
sending.
in bed.
I know that's what
Bad.
I'm like texting, or I like or I do butt exercises where I'm trying to get strong. You know what I
Get
mean?
it.
Like where you like lift up your butt. Like,
Kegels, we get it, yeah.
No, I'm trying to strengthen
Do
my
them
butt.
kegels, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, most of the time I watch like vlogs, but usually I do that when I get home. But if I haven't had time, then I watch it then, or I rewatch a vlog that I've already watched just to be like, oh. I usually watch vlogs. There's like very like the earwax and the other thing is like really 3% of the time where I'm like freaked out and I can't stop.
All right.
Fun
Sean.
facts by Lou.
What'd Sean do for bed?
Well, okay, so I've had several like nighttime routines in my life, but the one that's working for me now,
He gets that lube out.
I get that lube out now. That's been one of them in the past, but anyway,
Anyways, moving on.
I have my record player, and I put the softest jazz record I could put on,
Nice.
and I am out like a baby until 6:30 in the morning, and I wake up feeling
Damn.
like a refreshed man. So that's Sean's instant go to sleep.
I do agree
What
with
about-
Sean. Falling asleep to music is kind of the best.
I hate that. It makes me wake up.
Really? What kind of music do you listen to?
Screamo.
I mean, if I
Music.
no like songs put me like it gets me in a weird mindset where I'm like thinking about like related things or something. The only time I listen to music, like if I'm like really drunk sad and I'm like listening to sad music or something, but most of the time I don't like to listen to music because it just makes me awake. Heating pads though, that really helps. That's a baller move. Pro
Heating
tip, using a
pad?
heating pad.
What if it's
before
hot
sleep.
though?
Yeah, it's like you sweat it out during like.
Ew.
Usually I put a sweatshirt on when I go to sleep, even if it's like 90 degrees.
What?
And then I put the blanket. Like yeah, I put a sweatshirt on and then I wrap myself like a mummy and then I fall asleep and then like I sweat a bunch when I sleep.
Do you wash your sheets
Ew.
often?
No.
Yes,
he
I just
doesn't.
wash them, bitch. I wash them all the time. It's not a big deal.
There's
I'm
like a
just going-
sweat stain of like loose shape in there.
It's just a blob.
It's not that bad.
Approximately
okay? I don't,
the size
I don't
of
always
her.
wear a sweatshirt, but sometimes I do.
God.
Woo!
Why is that sketch? I don't get it.
Because I feel like I need to be cold to sleep. Like I feel like
No,
hot
Same.
sleeping never works for me.
I don't usually use the heating pad. I usually heating pad on my couch. Usually.
I wouldn't use a heating pad. I'd use like nature.
See, everybody's calling me the grandpa. I feel like Lou's grandma.
Heating
She's got
pads
her
are
heating
nice.
pad
It
already.
hits your
Like-
shoulder in the right place. It makes you feel all warm and cuddly, and then you're just like, oh man, bro, I'm about
Or maybe
to,
it's like a
piece the fuck
representation
out.
of like somebody's body touching up against your body.
Ooh, that's
I think
kinda
that was
true.
shade. I think that was
What did he
shade.
say? My earphones just came out. Dude,
Not
how much shade
repeat
did
it,
you
and he
throw?
won't listen to it again.
Fuck you.
Cut. Anyway.
So where do you go to be in your happy place and renew in the middle of a day?
Like at work?
I don't know. Like how do you refresh? How do you set reset on a day? You've had a bad morning. It went shitty. And how do you reset in the middle of the day?
Honestly,
You should go
I
for a
go to
walk.
the bathroom stall at work and like sit down. No, I'm serious. And I'll just like take a deep breath and then just kind of like, okay, let's start over. And
Really?
then like I'll go, I'll wash my hands, and then I'll just walk out, grab a drink of water, and then sit down. Like, as weird as it sounds, like I think I just need like a moment alone to just like take a deep breath in and then just like get everything negative out of me. Whether that is just breathing or peeing or whatever.
No, I agree.
And get all of everything out of you.
Yeah.
That's so pooping
Everything,
is good
all
too.
of it.
Get it all out. Cleanse. Colonics.
I usually like step away from my desk. My office is on the second floor. So I'll take the stairs and walk all the way to the basement and then do like a full 360. Just to like calm myself down. Or I'll stare into the sun until my eyes burn.
Yeah, I can feel pain. I need to refresh myself.
That means I'm alive. Yeah.
So I'm half blind now.
Cool. That's fine. The
Usually
glasses
I
look
just-
good on you, so.
Thank you.
Depends where I'm at. Usually, like, if I'm at work, I try to dick around and go talk to people and troll them or, like, talk to them. Because I can't focus sometimes, and I'm just like, I need to refresh. And if I need to reset myself and I'm sleepy, I usually go to the bathroom and just, like, sit on the pooper, you know, but just, like, half fall asleep for, like, good 3-4 minutes. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go out. But then I also like to do the walk.
Yeah.
You know, the classy, you know, the classic walk around. But in general, I like to just go randomly talk to people.
I have 2 5-letter words for you. Lunch break.
Ooh.
Lunch break. I think it's very important. I think people in this day and age like to either work through it completely or at least eat lunch at their desks.
I hate that
I'm
shit.
I think that's a
guilty.
bad idea. I think it's a terrible idea. It's bad for
You
you.
need to socialize.
Or just like get away from it. You know, you need to
Mhm.
enjoy the food that you're eating. You need to focus on that, and like maybe if you can find a person to get lunch with you, even better. You know.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just that break. That's how I reset. I mean, you know.
Lunch is my break too, because like we usually have like a long break, and we talk about everything.
Yeah.
Not about work, but like just random shit. And I hate when everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat at my desk" or something. I'm like, you don't even have that much work.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to work at your desk. You're just gonna watch YouTube videos. Or you're like, even if they say they're not, they do.
Somebody specific.
Ooh, shade.
There's a couple people. There's a couple people that. No, but I like to just like have lunch, and then it's really annoying when people are like, "Oh, I don't know." I think it's also good for socialness for your team or in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, it gives you rapport, and it's like, oh, these people are actually human, you know. And it's like kind of weird when you just like go to meetings or do whatever, and then you like, I'm going to lunch, and you go to the desk. I'm not saying it's not necessary for some people, but like at least where I'm working, I'm like, okay, come on, guys, these kids.
These kids, workaholics, all of them.
That's the vlog. I'll see you in the description. We have some new merch. We got Joni the Moni Frankie merch. Limited time only. 2 days only. We got it. It's going to be released.
Joni the
and
Moni?
there's only going to be 200 shirts. So if you're going to get it while you can. Link in the description. Daddy, take me home and reset me.
Okay. Well, guys, it's about all the time we have today for talking about this beautiful, beautiful subject of starting anew and being pretty and, going to work. But if you ever find yourself on the subway watching somebody masturbate while drinking your coffee and getting ready to cry in the bathroom in the middle of your day, please smoke a blunt, listen to some records, and ask yourself, is it just me?
Is it just
Thanks,
me?
everybody.
Is it just me?
Is it just me?
Is it just me? Bye, you guys.
Bye, bye, bye.